Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's the Big Canucker here, and gonna have ourselves a look at something that I didn't know if I liked it 100%. And I actually didn't know if I would like it 100%. I carry a multi-tool keychain thing, and I decided to get a second one just to test it out. I was carrying the PS4, and now I am carrying the Leatherman Micra. So we're gonna have a look at that here today. And I'll tell you what I think about it. And before we go into the tabletop and have a look at that leather Micra, just want to say, please don't forget to subscribe if you like what you saw, as well as give me the thumbs up. So you're going to have yourself the thumbs up subscribers. So you're going to be little Fonzie subscribers. That's right. So if anybody knows what a Fonzie is and what his thing was, hey, be little Fonzie subscribers. Hey. A lot of people, surprisingly, do not have a clue who Fonzie is. And I have to tell you, when I was a kid, Fonzie was the absolute god of all creation. I love Fonzie. I begged my mom to get a leather jacket. I wanted to ride a motorcycle. Tried slicking my hair back. I said a lot. I banged on shit with my hand to turn it on and off. Didn't work. Occasionally, it would maybe make a light bulb go out. It would just piss off my parents, but I went around and I did that. So if you're a little Fonzie, please be a big subscribing Fonzie. Anyways, yes, we'll have a look here at the Leather Micra. We'll have a look at the hits, the misses, and everything in between. So let's head to the tabletop. All right. As you can see here, I've got some size comparisons. Of course, we've got something that's fantastic in its own right. It is the Leatherman Surge, and you can see how small a tool it is. And of course, we've got another here, which a lot of people, if you're into multi-tools, you're also into knives. And this here happens to be one of the EDC Hall of Fame knives, the Spyderco. Oh, Delica. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot what the word Delica. I was going to call it the Endura. Ah, well. The Spyderco Delica, and that just goes to give you the size. All right, so let's get this out of here. Let's go over some specs, and let's have a look. All right. Now, this is what is it here? It is a 10-tool multi-tool. But the biggest feature, of course, has got to be the scissors, and we will talk about that at the end. So, of course, you're going to have yourself a little nail file with a kind of a cleaner. It's got a little bit of a file on the backside. You've got a medium a medium flat screwdriver, as well as another little blade. And it's just a small little blade. I do believe this is like an 1.5 inch blade. It is chisel ground. It's 420 HC. But I mean, if you've got a blade like this blade here is not there to be cutting, reams of cardboard. It's there to maybe get into a letter, to cut a tag off. It's there as just kind of a handiness. It's not there as your main EDC tool blade. Now, let's close that up before we cut ourselves, because, it is chisel ground and it is kind of sharp. I've stropped it a little bit and just ran it across my Spyderco ultrafine stone just to get it a little bit sharper, because when it came from the factory, it wasn't crazy sharp. I mean, it was sharp enough to cut, but I like things razor sharp, shaving sharp, and it is now shaving sharp. All right, so let's get this on this side here now. We have got a little bit of a multi-tool, so it's got a multi faceted tool here. So you've got a little small, almost like an eyeglass flathead screwdriver, kind of a little bit of a scraper too as well, because it is kind of sharp this side. And of course, you've got a bottle opener, and it's not the best bottle opener, but you know what, it'll do in a pinch, and it'll also open up some cans too as well. And then of course, we've got something that I thought that I always miss on Leatherman tools. The majority of my Victorinox multi-tools have got tweezers, and I do use the tweezers occasionally. They are just a handy little tool to have. I wish this was a tool that was in more of the other Leatherman tools. You'd be amazed at what a little set of tweezers will do for you in a pinch. And then of course, you've got yourself a little bit of a nail cleaner. Here we go, let's close this up. And we've got ourselves a little bit of a fly here that's driving me crazy. And then we've got a Now they say this is for Phillips. I guess it'll fit inside of a flathead. It'll also go inside of a Phillips too as well. And it is a little bit of a prying tool because it is a little bit thicker than your other flat-headed tools. I guess it has to be that way to take that torsional rigidity. Oh, how do you like them big words? And of course, don't forget, you've got yourself a ruler across the back. If I can get this going here. And open it up. And I like the fact here that when you open up this ruler, this does not open up. It stays shut too as well. So you've got, if you can see here, you've got centimeters along this side up to 11 plus, and then here on this side you've got your inches. So it's 4.7 inches. So that's what it is. 4.7 inches or 12 centimeters too as well. So and then of course you've got yourself a little bit of a lanyard keeper here. They call that a tool, I guess. I don't know, but it does help go on my keychain that way. Now, of course, here we go with, I think, the most important tool on this Micra, and the reason you're going to buy this is for the scissors. And I have to say that out of my multi-tools, besides the main blade, because I use the main blade a lot in my multi-tools, if I'm going to be cutting something that I don't want to be kind of bashing in, my blade here. So if I'm going to cut something and I'm going to be cutting some cardboard or carpet along, a concrete floor, and I'm going to ratchet my edge, I'm going to use my multi-tool blade to do that. But with the second most tool, or maybe even the first most tool I use on any of my multi-tools happens to be the scissors. I love having scissors on my multi-tools. And these are a fantastic set of scissors. And I figured that I would perhaps not like this as much as my other keychain multi-tool, which is the PS4 Squirt. I think that's a great little multi-tool. And when I put this on my keychain, I thought perhaps that I'd be missing something. And I thought, well, the PS4's got a set of scissors that I use quite a bit, but it's got those handy little pliers. But man, oh man, I use these tweezers quite a bit, and these scissors are absolutely fantastic. And I do believe they are the largest set of scissors. I think the other big set of scissors that you've got is these Surge scissors. And a lot of people say this Surge scissors are the best scissors that are out there. Are out there on a multi-tool. I'm going to have to perhaps maybe beg to differ that these are the best set of scissors. And not only do they have, like you can see here, you've got this little spring here. Here they've got the spring right there, and then they've got a spring on the other side. So it's just a great little spring system, and it just, I gotta say, it works fantastically. And I love these scissors. They cut through heavy gauge cardboard. They'll cut really, really fine thread. They'll cut really, really fine ribbon. I've cut with these, and there's been no problems. Lots of times you get a pair of scissors and you try to cut with them, and you see perhaps that they'll fold inside there rather than actually cut. Well, hey, these ones do not do that whatsoever. Do I have a pair of scissors? It's not my Spyderco leather. I don't want to be cutting that. I got some tickets here. I don't want to be cutting that. How about some just regular paper here? Just some regular paper, and boy, oh boy, you got to see they cut right to the end too as well. That's a big mark of a pair of scissors, that lots of times you'll see stuff cut just at the end here, and when you get to the very, just at the beginning, it cuts, but when you get to the end, they don't seem to cut, they fold. Well, you can see that these ones cut all the way to the end. Just like butter. Just like butter. So they do cut just wonderfully. Now, would I recommend these? Abso-freaking-lutely. If you do not have yourself a multi-tool keychain, then pick yourself up a Leatherman Micra or a Squirt PS4. You're not going to be disappointed whatsoever. This has come in so handy, and I think too this is going to be the type of tool that I'm going to be getting for my granddaughter when she gets a little bit older. I haven't picked her. She's got her little Spyderco bug that I ended up dulling on it. She uses that for her Play-Doh, to cut her Play-Doh and stuff like that. I think the next one I get her is going to be something like this. And who knows, when she heads off to school, she could be the one who pulls out the multi-tool, and when the scissors at school suck, she'll use her Leatherman Micras. Yes, my little sweetheart Emmy is going to be an EDC kid whatsoever. So, would I recommend these? Abso-freaking-lutely. They're a wonderful tool to have on your keychain. You're going to use these scissors, these wonderful set of scissors, more than you would think you would. It comes in a multitude of colors too as well. You've got black and red, gray, blue, and green here in Canada. In Canada too, these are about $39.95, and in the United States they're $29.95. So they're not an arm and a leg. They're very, very affordable. And the other thing too is, here's the box that mine came in. I actually bought mine used, and you can see that it was $31.99. I'm gonna say, well, these are probably, this box here is, I don't know, maybe 20 years old, and they were a price. They were quite expensive, 20 years ago, and they doesn't seem to have gone up a whole lot in the last 20 years. So these are going to go right back onto my keychain here, and down the road I'm going to be doing a little bit of a comparison between this and the PS4, and then I'll tell you who wins that battle. All right, now if you like what you saw, please give me the thumbs up as well as subscribe. I appreciate it so much, you guys out there. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, leave them downstairs in the comments. I'll try to get back to you. If I can't get back to you right away, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But I appreciate you guys leaving comments, because I have learned so much out there from you guys. So please take care. Make sure you stay safe right now, because we're not out of the woods yet. Keep your stick on the ice, the shine side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.